You'll be able to play. I think the back nine is already open, so we'll just spend 20 minutes, half hour out here. And we're sticking with this theme of trying to make golf easier. And you guys keep seeing me move my arms a lot because I want your focus to be on what the arms and shoulders are doing. Not that you can't use your body, but when the body's in control, we can look like Stevie Wonder. And I don't like that, right? And we don't want the body to move more than the arms, okay? So as we're swinging here, don't be worried about too much and be too technical. I'm just gonna let you hit a couple of drives to start off. And then what we're gonna do is switch to our 7-iron. And we're gonna start our conversation with the 7-iron in our hand. But it's gonna be related to the driver, and we're also gonna come back to that driver. So let me move these out of the way. Everyone should have tees in front of them. Notice that there's little lines on the tees that we gave you. Sometimes those lines may help you in setting the ball up consistently, right? And we're gonna talk about how much it should be above the crown and all that. But right now, Alec and I are just gonna kind of come around and see if we see any trends or anything that you all are doing, okay? See some good swings, good ball contact. Good ball contact. Simple stuff. Well, yeah, but the funny thing is that's really what, in any sport, guys, the athlete that does it, they're doing the simple things the best, right? They're making the putt that we all miss from 10 feet. They're hitting it straight when we don't. So, very, very true, easier said than done, but it is that easy really if I get your mind only focused on that one thing only. A lot of times in golf especially, like, you're taking in some information, then you're remembering what your husband said, and then you remember what you think, and then you remember that last time you played, and all that stuff just gets jumbled in your brain, and you don't even know what you're doing while you're swinging at it, right? So with that ball focus, it's just paying attention and getting feedback for what you're doing, asking yourself the same questions you would in your job if you're being evaluated, if you were doing a paper in college, right? We're always just saying, okay, I did good. I need to do this, this, and this to get better, right? And all of you are very, very smart people. So I missed the ball. A lot of times we stop at that point. And then your husband's, oh, jeez, keep your head down. It might be that, but when you start compartmentalizing the reasons it might be a whole nother reason, right? So that's a simple one. That's a very good swing, Mrs. Adams. Now, what I want everyone to do, go ahead and hit a couple off of a tee with your 7-iron. Everybody is doing really good with this, and we're gonna keep this club in our hand. The only thing that I'm seeing that the group is sort of struggling with, it has nothing to do with I want. I'm seeing a lot of arm motion. I'm seeing a lot of good ball contact, and these arms are flowing really well. Some of you are sort of taking good bag swings and kind of stopping here, okay? Now with the driver in all full swings, we don't want the club to stop there. Big back swing and stopping means we're decelling and we're not doing the right things to complete our swing, okay? Now, it shouldn't take a lot of effort to do that. I just want you guys that are hitting it good from here to just let those arms be relaxed and continue on, okay? This is very big with our driver. We're gonna talk about that a little more here in a second. But most of you with your iron, you are playing it where? Kind of in the middle of your stance, right? Now that's okay. And when we played in the middle of the stance, we talked about this in one of our first weeks, we don't want the club to be up the middle of our body ever, okay? We want the club to sit kind of between the middle of our body and our middle thigh. Boom, right there, okay? So if I'm playing this ball facing you guys and I have it in the middle, my hands wouldn't be here, my hands would be there, okay? A little bit forward. So Mrs. Adams, people in the middle there, not here, here. You all can see that as well. Not here. Eva, I think you do that sometimes. Here. Now, that's for a normal iron shot. And normally if we were hitting off the ground, I want to make sure that ball position is middle and hands are a little bit forward. But since we're hitting off a tee and we're talking about driver, I want you all to notice one thing. If I have the ball, no matter my ball position, I always want to have my hand sitting kind of on my inner lead thigh.